before we actually get into addressing the low back, the hip flexors, and the hamstrings, I wanted to talk about the 5 movements of the spine. I'm not sure if you're already aware of the 5 movements of the spine, but I wanted to go over them with you because they're really good daily practices to do if you're not doing them already. So let me just go through them and explain them to you, and then I can show you a few different ways of how you can do it, some things that you can do during the day, or I can walk you through a yoga sequence that you can learn to do on your mat. So the first one that I wanted to discuss was axial extension. So when we talk about some things, some movements of the body, there are these terms like extension and flexion, which are very relative to different parts of the body, but extension basically means lengthening almost in a convex way, and then flexion means kind of rounding in a concave way. So the first one, like I mentioned, axial extension is when the spine is trying to extend itself from vertically. So one of the examples is just going straight up like this, lifting your chin, unshrugging your shoulders, and letting the spine lengthen and kind of decompress. So that's axial extension. The next one is lateral flexion, which is like a side bend, like this and like this. So your spine is just in a concave way, flexing to the side. The next two kind of go hand in hand. It's called flexion of the spine, just flexion. So this is in a concave C shape. And then the opposite of that is extension, where you're doing a back bend. And it's also like a convex shape relative to our plane of the body. And the last one is called rotation of the spine, which is basically doing a twist. So again, there are 5 ways to move the spine, and it's really good to do these every day. So one is axial extension, lengthening. The other one is lateral flexion, the side bends. And then we have flexion, rounding the spine this way. And then we have extension, bending the back this way. And then lastly, again, we have rotation, twists. Okay, in the next video, I'll give you a little walkthrough of how we can do this together. Some of it you'll see from here. And then I will show you one of the nighttime video where you can do on your mat if you're interested. Thanks.